Actor and comedian Senzo Mthethwa grew up under unusual circumstances, and yet it's the kind of situation that encapsulates so much of the cross-cultural South African context.
He was born into a Zulu family but was raised in a Tamil family, learning to speak the language fluently.
5 years ago, together with the award-winning directorial team of Dingalings Productions, Senzo presented a stage show inspired by his own experiences, and Bululu Uncle won not only awards, but also the hearts of the audience.
Now he's back, the story continues, and we were invited to sit in on the rehearsals and attend a special performance.
The Dingalings are KZN comedy favourites, and Senzo Mthethwa is a regular face in the lineup. This time, he would be performing solo.
I was raised by an Indian family, a Telugu family in Reservoir Hills. My mum was a domestic worker for that family, and they had taken me in as a child of the family. Ever since, I've been one of their own. I was one of the first black kids in an all-Indian school at the time. Being brought up with an Indian family and, being introduced to the whole Indian culture, Hindu culture as well. Learning to play tabla, sing bhajans, wear kurtas, the like.
Only in South Africa is an overworked phrase, and Senzo's life with his adoptive family was mixed with local context. He grew up with brothers and sisters bonded by something stronger than DNA, while some outside the family circle saw him as an oddity. All this became material for his story, and he hasn't forgotten his tabla skills.
Okay, I chose to go into theatre because it was very much who I was, and I had a passion for it. As well as a lot of people saying that they saw me being someone who was on stage and being an entertainer. And I also had a flair for it. And I guess the next thing I knew, I found myself with the Dingalings performing on stage, doing theatre.
His story inspired Kubeshan and Kamsila Naidu to join Senzo in creating the original Bululu Uncle stage production.
Senzo's been an absolute delight to work with. He's a funny boy. He just adds sparkle to any room. Kubeshan and I both realized there's a story to be told, and we went ahead and workshopped a wonderful script, which he lapped up and performed marvelously.
I first started my tabla lessons learning the North Indian style of tabla playing. Now, my teacher then was the late, great Basant Ramchandar. I still remember his notations to this day. Dhin na dhin nana, dhin na dhin nana, dhin na dhin nana. But when I think about it, why do Bredos accentuate the H when they speak? Dhin na dhin nana, dhin na dhin nana, dhin na dhin nana. Even when he spoke to me. Hey, Senzo, bhaiya, you're playing like a bhajya.
Every single time that we're in performance, we'd get people asking, about when is Senzo doing another show. And we realized that there's this entire bank of beautiful stories to be told, and hence we recreated a sequel.
When I got older, I played tabla for our service group's allocated hour. It was amazing to see how many groups would show up without their own tabla player, thus making me a super tabla playing sub. And the excuses they gave. Senzo, hey, one thing, you play very well, my boy. Our tabla play is running a little bit late. If you don't mind, why you don't start? When he comes, he'll take over. To the... Woo! But one thing, Senzo, hey, you too sharp, huh? Hey, but one thing, this nation got rhythm, eh? Working with Kamsila and Kubeshan has been a lot of fun. For me, the biggest thing taking away is the discipline. They've taught me a lot of things when it comes to drama, when it comes to theatre. It's helped me become the actor that I am now.
Senzo doesn't tell the story purely from his perspective, but also adopts the persona of colourful characters he's encountered.
So remember, if you can see it, the audience is able to see it. So remember all the time, visualize what you see.
Yeah, these children, only taking all this modern medicine won't work for them. Only thing to put them right is to pull the wuchi. And I got my bag of all these ointments. Must just rub on the chest nicely. The airways will open up properly.
People are enthralled all the time by, what an amazing story this is. It's also amazing people would expect Senzo not to know particular information about stuff, but perhaps sometimes he's even more knowledgeable about Indian culture than Indian people themselves.
I keep telling you, Pronunciation, pronunciation, pronunciation. Now repeat after me. Kaiko tamba, kaiko tu, kanne maniye kaiko tu.
The characters were people we had grown up with, people we had known. Like, for example, the one character I speak about is Drunk Tandi.
Ewena! Fosak! Kaslela! Uncle, no, Uncle, I'm not drunk. I'm just very happy.
Who was actually a real person. So yeah, it's basically taken from nostalgic memories, experiences, and yeah, just brought together.
Sing one time a song. Let's see how good you are.
Tam 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 tatarikiri tatti tarikiri tatti tam team tatarikiri tatti tarikiri tatti tam.
Hey, see, not one Tamil word you sang. Now sing one Tamil song.
Bomma bomma ta te nak tu nak tim bhajan kare utne ka nak de mi pitam mom te ganapati naam.
The production is billed as a comedy, but it certainly has a deeper social message. Although a lot of the scenes are absolute, parody of what really happens in certain households, in most households, in people's conversations, in schools, on the playfield. The comedy definitely provides social commentary. And I think people sit back, they go away having a wonderful laugh. But at some point, the penny does drop and people realize, hey, I am laughing at that, but actually I've said certain things that now when I watch it being told on stage, then I realize actually that's not a very nice thing.
She's not fair, but she's not dark like Senzo. Hey, I know they say black is beautiful, but not so black. No, Shay must think about the children. What they look like if the father is so black.
People still don't believe the story. They think it's just a person who is acting out a script. Whereas the reality is that I really am a black person who was raised in an Indian home and exposed to the Hindu culture. And everything that I do comes from my own experiences and not a script so much. So, if I say I know like Tamil songs or can play tabla, it's the truth.
Comedy fans have welcomed the return of the Bululu uncle with laughter and applause. So catch Senzo at a theatre near you.